Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with theblog2read.com. This is the Techne Sparrow watch, the first watch for this brand. This is a sort of vintage looking pilot style watch. It has a manually wound movement. I'll get into that in a second. I really like watches like this because they take a good classic, they make sort of a slightly different interpretation of how a brand wants to do it, and it's a very satisfying result. The whole point of this watch is to be easy to wear, easier to read, and functional. And there's also sort of an aesthetic point of it that I'll get to in a second. The watch comes in stainless steel case, 40 millimeters wide, a little bit wider with the crown. Dial has 30-minute chronograph and subsidiary seconds. Otherwise, it's pretty easy to read. You can see that it has loom for the hour markers, and then around the chapter ring are minute indicators, so it's quite easy to use. Nice signed crown there, pretty well made. I like it overall a lot. Right now it's on the Nato Strap, which happens to be my favorite strap, and I'll put that on for you. It comes with a few other straps. Actually, let me show you first. Here is a sort of dark brown pilot style. It's got the two buckles in there. That looks nice. And also offered with a metal strap, a metal mesh strap, which actually looks quite good with it. I'm just sort of feeling the NATO one right now. The NATO straps are always really, really long. People aren't always sure how to use them. There's a sort of a wrapping that is involved with a NATO strap, so you have to wrap part of the excess here through these loops and around part of the watch. One of the things that a NATO strap is known for is the fact that if one of the pins on the lugs break, it still has another one, so the watch won't fall out because the strap goes underneath. So it's a very sort of safe type of strap. It's also very thin, and it's made of a canvas material, so it's really, really hard to break. So let me show you the rear of this watch, because inside the watch is a Seagull ST1901 manually wound chronograph movement with a column wheel. A column wheel is a mechanism which is used in part of the transfer of power and adjusting the chronograph. So basically, it's what's used for the start, stop, and reset. So you can see the column wheel right there. A little bit hard to see here, but if you had the watch in front of you, you could tell. The reason that Seagull probably uses this movement is it's really quite attractive. It's a relatively reasonably priced movement. It's got blued screws. It's decorated. It's pretty nice to look at, and you have a very sort of classic style watch. You flip it over and it's nicely decorated, and I really like that contrast. It's not something you find in a lot of watches at this price. So, and the reason it's manually wound is so that you don't have an automatic movement to obscure your view. Crystal on this is mineral, but it's sapphire coated. So it's kind of an interesting combination between the two, so it should be a lot more scratch resistant than standard mineral crystal watches. Pricing for a watch like this is in the $400, $430 range. It really depends on the strap that it comes with. I just have a couple here so I can show you the different options. Again, this is the Techne Sparrow. Very nice watch, easy to use, not too big on the wrist. And you can see the full review at blog2read.com. Thanks.